Okay, good day everybody. My name is Shiwen and I'm from Apple Fanboys. And it's a team of 3, but my other 2 teammates, Deep and Phong, couldn't make it today because they have other stuff going on. Okay, so I'll be doing the whole presentation today. And the motivation for the app that we came up with is the Used Textbook Forum. And the Used Textbook Forum in its current form is not the best way to get used textbooks. And for example, the searching functions is not really comprehensive, and it's quite difficult to find the right book that you want. So, and it's a very disorganized forum because there's no field checks. Like you don't have to put the title or the author to sell your books. You can in fact post anything you like. So hopefully our app can change that. So I humbly present to you our app, Book Circle. So as the animation suggests, our app can hopefully facilitate the transaction of used textbooks. Yeah. So before I jump into the features of my app and do a comparison with the Used Textbook Forum, I'll talk about the technologies that power this app. So firstly, on the server side, it sits the MySQL database, and it stores the books and the user data. And all this data is actually accessed using PHP, using the CodeIgniter framework. And it provides a RESTful API to the client side, so the client can actually take all the data. And our app is actually powered by PhoneGap, and it's coded in HTML5 and jQuery Mobile, which is actually a JavaScript framework that's optimized for mobile devices. The interface and everything is all optimized for mobile devices. So you may be wondering why use PhoneGap, right? And after all, native apps are actually faster and more efficient. So our idea is to actually be able to deploy this app on all major OSs. For example, not only iOS but Android and BlackBerry, so that we can reach as many users as possible. So that to achieve this, the critical mass in this application, so that there's sufficient buyers and sellers, so to actually make this thing work. Right. So yeah, but that being said, we have only deployed this application on the iPhone at the moment. So yeah, before I jump into the features, just take a look at this quick 1-minute video, and yeah, it'll give you a good view of what our app is like, and yeah, it helped me a lot. So that's an overview of what our app can do. So now I'll go into the detailed features and comparison with the Used Textbook Forum. Okay, so firstly it's about mobility, okay. So because this event is the I Create Mobility Challenge, so we think that mobility is actually a big factor. So as you can see, using the IVLE and the Used Textbook Forum is actually not very convenient. It's quite awkward to use it. Right? There's some IVLE apps, that's why there's some IVLE apps around, but they didn't really focus on the Used Textbook Forum. Right? It's mainly on the modules and the work bin and all these kind of things. So BookCircle actually addresses this problem. So using the jQuery mobile, it's actually optimized for mobile devices, which is well-organized data, and the tab areas are actually quite large. So you can actually do buying and selling while walking around, right? So this is true mobility. So yeah, the winner for this round is BookCircle. So next is a usability problem. Right? The first thing that users want to see is the item that they want to buy. So that's the searching function. And I took a screenshot of the current use textbook forum, and as you can see, I searched for CS1010, and there's no data found. When in fact, the book is actually sold just one click away. So the problem with the use textbook forum is that their search function is actually, it doesn't go into the deeper categories and subcategories and the contents. It's actually more like a browser search, like a Control-F browser search. Right, so of course BookCircle also handles this. So in the homepage of our application, users are invited to type in the module code they are looking for. For example, I'm taking CS1101 next semester, so I just type in. I don't even need to know the title of my textbook. So I type in, and then all the list of books that are relevant to CS1101 will be displayed. And we also have a search function that is able to search through the authors, the titles, the modules, and the ISBN. Yeah. So yeah, the winner is BookCircle again. And yeah, next is contacting the seller. After you have found the book that you want, right, you want to contact the seller. And in the use textbook forum, right, is a very normal way. You know, you look through a post, you find the contact number, and then you SMS the guy, right? And yeah, it's fair enough, but in BookCircle, we actually do it better. Once you find the book, the handphone number and the email is displayed, and you can choose either one. You just have to click on them, and then message will be automatically drafted, and you just have to click send, and the user, the buyer, the seller will receive the message. Of course, you can edit the message to whatever message you want, but we have given you a template message for convenience. Yep. So the winner, yeah, BookCircle. So yeah, I'll fast forward. So more features includes there's easier removal of sold items. For example, in the use textbook forum, right, there's actually a problem whereby the item is actually sold, but the user didn't bother to update. And we believe that one of the reasons is that it's difficult to update your item or to remove it from the use textbook forum. You have to search for the item. You don't have items that I sell, then all the posts that you have. You have to search it, you have to delete it. So for BookCircle, we actually have a management panel, a management page for all the books that you sell, and you just have to click on them to remove them. Okay. And next, another feature is that contact details can be updated across the item. But although it's unlikely, you may change your handphone number while you're selling a book, and users may not be able to contact you. You have to update your post again, or if you have multiple posts, you have to update it multiple times. So with BookCircle, you just have to update your profile, and everything will be reflected in all the books that you're selling at the moment. And the last point is quite important, all the fixed book detail formats, for example, authors and modules, like I said just now, they will be enforced, and there's some simple data validation so that there's no mistakes. Like when you post an item, then you forget to include like the edition or the price or even your contact number, you will not forget about all these kind of things. So yes, winner, BookCircle. So yeah, this is the future improvements. And yeah, that's the end of my presentation. And now for any questions? Okay, then I'll do the live demo first. So first, user have to log in.
Yeah, I think you are plugged.
I think so. Hello. So this is the home screen that the users will see first. So as you can see, all the modules are actually, as in all the modules that are available, that users are actually selling the books for these modules are on the home screen, and the user just has to find the module that he wants to get. So for example, CS. Yeah, okay, CS1101. So I just have to click. I think the network's a bit slow. Maybe I'll show you on the simulator. Okay, so for example, I search CS1101, and yeah, so I'll see all the books, all the textbooks that are available, and at one glance I can compare all the prices and to choose the best book that I want. So for example, I choose the cheapest one. And yeah, I can see all the details, the author, module, price, the condition, and I can, yeah, like in the video I can SMS, although the simulator doesn't have an SMS service, so I can still email the person, and I can send to this guy, which is a fictional person, so yeah, there's no point.
Can you call him directly?
No, you cannot call him directly, but you can manually call him because the contact number is there.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly we use messages, less intrusive.
Okay.
So demo of the search function. So there's snowball search, and you can get same idea. And for books that you are selling, right? Because this is the book that I'm selling, so you won't actually see the email and contact, but you have the option to change the price. So I can change it to like $21, and my book will be updated to $21. And if, for example, the simulator is not stable. So for example, the transaction for this book is done already, so I want to remove this book, I just need to click this button and I can remove it. Right, so that there will not be any like sold books lying around the forum.
What does alerts do?
The alert is not yet implemented, but we have the idea such that if somebody, if your book has been lying around there and you have not removed it, and we have detected that somebody has SMS you, we'll alert you to sort of like a reminder whether you want to remove that book or not. And we have other ideas such as the watch list. So for example, you know what modules you are taking, or you can manually put what modules you are taking, and then it will alert you that there's such a book on the market now. Yeah, but it's not yet implemented. Yeah, and this. And yeah, so you can update your contact information, and it will be reflected across all the books that you're selling. And yeah, so I'll demonstrate the sell a new book now. So
So you have to type in all the details for that particular book, right?
Yeah. And if you notice, I have used caps lock for everything, but it will be automatically, what do you call it? The uppercase will be automatically added, so hello world become capital H. So I don't want the user to bother about all these capital things. So the ISBN addition is optional. So if I submit, right, there's a simple module validation inside. So it doesn't actually check whether it's a valid module, but it'll check whether you don't put too long. It actually checks the fixed format. The first 2 or 3 is alphabetical, and the last 4 is actually numbers. Right, so if I put 1-on-1, it actually go through.
If your application is integrated with IBLE, you should be able to pull down a list of course code, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You might want to make it easier for the user to have a drop-down list or whatever, where they can actually select a list of items a list of course code to select.
Yeah, okay. But sometimes the list can be quite long, so the user has to scroll.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could use the same search functionality you have in the rest of your UI, where it's sort of dynamic.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, your book will be added inside.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all. It's quite a simple app.
Well, I like that you've kept it simple, but although you've put in some useful usability features like easy book removal and the universal contact update, as I think the other judges have pointed out, you're missing some major and simple usability features. For example, condition could have been a drop down.
Oh, because this is
it's okay, no need to explain. Hear me out first. And I think other features like being able to auto lookup from ISBN from Google Books or something like that would have been useful as well. Yeah. And I also like that your main page, your home page, the list is by courses rather than by book titles. But I think you could have done better by automatically loading the modules that the user has signed up for, or at least offering that as a filter feature. Otherwise, the search is very useful. I have one question. Does this integrate with UTF?
UTF? No.
Okay, so it's a whole different platform, whole different marketplace.
Yes.
Okay. I think it would be easier for you to get this app adopted if you integrate it with UTF, even if it's not two-way integration, but just downloads the books available there, makes phone calls, and does some text processing to analyze the user's phone number, that sort of thing. Otherwise, I think the biggest problem that you'll face is probably getting users on board to use it. This chicken and egg problem. Yeah. Otherwise, like I said, I like that it's simple and it works. Have you launched it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing how it does when you launch it.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? No. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Actually, I have one more. Can if I post a book for sale, can I get a hyperlink that goes straight to my item?
Yeah, it's in the sell page. So all these are the books that you're selling at the moment.
No, I mean, can I get a hyperlink that goes straight to one of those books? So I could post the hyperlink on my Facebook page and ask some, take a look back to your service.
There's no such feature. But we'll consider adding in the release.
Okay. The other thing I'd say is, I think maybe inject some color into your UI. Maybe like into your buttons and stuff. It just seems a bit drab. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's functional and it seems quick and easy to use. I agree with all the other comments too. But it's good.
I think at the very minimum you should have at least a photograph of the book. I think that's really crucial.
You can integrate the camera so you can snap and upload.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.